Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I do the Bookish Wombling Tag. I was tagged in videos by Pat at Book Chat with Pat, 8668, and Gavin at Genre Books 23. Watched a video by Brian at Casper's Mystery Corner where he did this tag. Per Pat, this brand new original tag was created by Roy at Roy Reads Anything, and I was also tagged by Roy. This is what Roy had to say in his video for this delightful new tag. The Wombles are a race of creatures, invisible to humans, who clean up our litter and make it into useful things. Originally appearing in books by Elizabeth Beresford, a series of animated stop-motion TV episodes in the 1970s made them part of the fabric of British life. Pop songs, annuals, a movie, and a vast range of murk extended their furry-pawed reach still further. The books are still in print, and full episodes can be seen at Wombles Official. This tag uses concepts for the Wombles as prompts for talking about books. These can be any books, not necessarily kids' ones. I'll try to remember to put links to the videos of all the people I mentioned where they do the tag. There are 10 prompts to this tag. Prompt 1 is the Wombles are mascots of environmental awareness and conservation. Tell us about a book which features the environment as a theme. That book is Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. In this book, the U.S. is in decline. Part of the reason for that is climate change, which causes a lot of really bad storms and weather changes. Like, for instance, the area the characters of the book are in gets very little rain, so water is an issue. I'm also going to mention a video game I'm playing, the Lodal Knot video game, because in that game you play as a diver who is cleaning up underwater sites, cleaning up human refuse and invasive plants. So that book also shows what happens when humans are putting their waste into the ocean, making cleanup necessary. The second prompt is the Wombles are well-loved whimsical characters. Is there a whimsical book or series in your reading life? For that, I'm going to choose the Bad Guys series by Aaron Blabey. I read the first 3 books. This book stars animals that are portrayed as human-like, and they are trying, all of them are animals with bad reputations, and they're trying to rehabilitate their image in a series of adventures. And of course, things don't always go well, but it's an amusing series. The third prompt is the Wombles find things that the everyday folk leave behind. Have you ever found a book just laying around for you to take, or found a secondhand book that was amazingly cheap? I don't recall ever finding a book that was just there for me to take. And I can't remember any secondhand books that are amazing. I can't remember any secondhand books that were amazingly cheap, as it's been a long time since I bought any secondhand books. I'm sure I did get some, but it's been too long to remember any specific book. The fourth prompt is the Wombles upcycle unwanted items. Tell us about a book that improves on a well-established trope or updates a classic story. The Vampire Chronicles series by Anne Rice updates the evil vampire trope. It has a main character, Lestat, who's a anti-hero romantic vampire. Not everyone would consider that's an update. I'm sure some people would prefer to continue with just the traditional evil vampires, but I think that kind of puts the characters kind of in a box. And the books like the Anne Rice series, I think, allow the vampire creature to have more range and depth. Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher updates the Snow White story, I think in a really good way. The fifth prompt is the Wombles Stay Out of Sight. Tell us about a book that features a hidden or invisible person or group. One book is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Jim is an escaped slave who has to stay out of sight. If he is seen and caught, he will be brought back to the people that own him. So he has a great incentive to stay. He has a great incentive to stay hidden. A book with an invisible character is The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. The title is self-explanatory. The sixth prompt is the Wombles are named after real places. Tell us about a book with a real-world place name in the title. The book I'm choosing for that is Images of America, Zippo Manufacturing Company by Linda L. Meebon, foreword by George B. Duke. That's his book. It mentions America, which is a country, and the Zippo Manufacturing Company, which is, I'm sure at this time, perhaps more than one building or location, but I like these kind of short, kind of nostalgic looks at various things of the past, and I do collect lighters. The seventh prompt is the Wombles live on Wimbledon Common, a large green space in London. Nature meets the city. Tricky one this. Can you tell us about a story in any medium in which natural and urban environments coexist or clash? My pick for that is Weaveril by Clive Barker. There's kind of a alternate world which is kind of, I guess you could say, like, exist at the same time and place as the normal world, but only certain people can see it and access it. The eighth prompt is the Wombles carry tidy bags to collect their finds. Do you have a favorite bag or other device of carrying Do you have a favorite bag or other device of carrying for use when book shopping? I don't bring a bag when I go book shopping. I do have several bags. Every year at Barnes & Noble, when you have a membership and you renew it, the next visit you go to one of their stores, they give you a bag. Here's like the last bag that I got. It is a nice bag. It is very sturdy. Could carry books, but I just don't think to bring it with me. Now I will say when I go to Barnes & Noble, I just carry the books out in my hand, so it's not like I'm using a plastic bag to carry them, so I'm not doing that. But there was a time when I went to the local mall that I did remember to bring a bag, and the stuff I bought I would put in that bag so I didn't have to use their bags, but I got out of the habit of doing that. The ninth prompt is Remember You're a Womble. Have you ever read a book featuring a fictional band or The ninth prompt is Remember You're a Womble. Have you ever read a book featuring a fictional band or a musician that is actually good? Well, I'm going to go back to Anne Rice again. The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice features a fictional band. In that book, Lestat wants to become a rock star, and he actually does become that. He does have a band backing him up, and it's a great book. One of my all-time favorite books. The 10th prompt is tag people who you would like to see wombling bookishly. If you're watching this video, consider yourself tagged, and I will tag some people in the description of the video. If you'd like to answer one or more of the prompts in a video of your own or in my comments, please do so. If you can't think of anything else to comment, please add an emoji of your choice. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week. I hope you're having a wonderful week in general. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please subscribe. Please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.